All right, two clubs with differing recent fortunes came head-to-head at Oriel Park on Friday night. Dundalk have been going in the wrong direction down the table, whilst bottom of the table, Bray Wanderers have been collecting precious points of late. Now, Bray were looking to continue their recent revival, much of which is down to Danny O'Connor and Gary Dempsey in midfield. Damien O'Mara reports.
Optimism is at a premium at Oriel Park of late, so kudos from M&S to Jay Kelly for testing Peter Sherry with this cheeky free kick midway through the first half. The first real chance came to the home side. Faradine Kudosevic turning Derek Prendergast with ease. His shot far too comfortable though for Macraig. The visitors took the lead on 34 minutes. Chris Shields, the conduit, which saw Jay Kelly's ball end up with substitute Gary Shaw. Three Dundalk defenders didn't bother him, and 19 minutes into his brave debut, his first goal for the club. Ian Foster, though, won't be happy with that Dundalk defending. Foster's side did resume the good fight. Daniel Kearns looking to address the deficit. The ball just wouldn't fall for him. Prendergast on hand to clear it off the line. Dean Bennett was the next to go for goal. His shot from just outside the area saved by Greg. Stephen Lennon on hand to challenge the goalkeeper. The ball ended up in the net, but Dave McKeown ruled it out after spotting an infringement. Perhaps the key to playing on the Oriel Park pitch is just to avoid it, with Route 1 becoming the preferred option for both sides. Good interplay from Lennon, Faz and McDonnell for Dundalk, but still no way of finding a goal. Bray rallied as Dundalk continued to be frustrated, the visitors perhaps sensing they had the home side on the ropes. And that Bray pressure continued early in the second half. Sean Kelly struggled on the wing. Gary Shaw putting the ball in, but that second goal just wouldn't come. But arrive in due course it did. Bray obviously seeing Kelly at left back as a weakness in the Dundalk side. Skinned by his namesake Jake, who was allowed with ease into the box. His ball to the near post, hit home by Chris Shields. The game petered out in its closing stages. Lennon still the bright spark for Dundalk, but you never got the feeling they'd threaten Matt Gregg's goal. He was called into action again, laid on some nerves perhaps in the Bray defence. They managed to clear their lines. Lennon again attempting for the Dundalk goal. Dramatically contrasting fortunes for these two sides in recent weeks. A win for Bray. Final score Dundalk 0, Bray Wanderers 2.
You know, I didn't make any bold statements when we were winning games, and I won't make any bold statements now. The only way you can get fans on your side is if you work hard, compete, and win football matches, and we haven't done that tonight.
Yeah, it's a fantastic 3 points. Well deserved. From start to finish, I thought we had the better of the game. I think the players deserve huge credit. We've been down for long periods of the season, and you know, it shows huge character. You know, the way they're playing at the moment. They're giving themselves every chance.
Oh, and that's 3 wins in 6 matches for Bray now. They're only 3 points behind Drogheda.
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, since Eddie left, as it happens, like, I mean, it's like the new manager comes in, it's a breath of fresh air, if you like. Maybe the negativity that they were, the fact that they were going to be using the fact that they thought they were going to be in a different division, and that was affecting them. It seems they're playing with a bit of a free spirit now, and that's no discredit to Eddie. That happens in football, but. You know, Dundalk, for their part, like, you know, the manager, he's summed it up there. You know, you've got to compete and you've got to do basic things right, and their defensive work was terrible.
A lot of people have been in touch with us, both by email, Dave, and on the Facebook. Dundalk fans disaffected, questioning whether it's time for Ian Foster to move aside. Well,
it's a results game, and they're not getting results. I don't think they've won in 2 months. And you can't blame the supporters for saying that. But you know, when he went in there, you know, I like Ian Foster. You know, when he was at Galway, he played the right way. He played tremendously well at the start of the season. But I think, you know, if you look at it, Milligan left. You know, he was a big player for them in the middle of the park. And if you don't win the middle of the park, you know, it kind of goes right through the team. And Neil Fenn leaving a couple of weeks ago as well, and you know, going to Rovers and that. I think he's lost key players. And I think his method of playing and the way he manages teams is correct. But having said that, if you're a Dundalk supporter, all you want to see is results.
Can I make a point there? Because I criticised Ian Foster there a couple of weeks back by saying I don't pick on trivial things and use those as the excuse for losing games. He's being realistic, and his actually post-match interview there was that. So I'd like to think that he is a young manager and he's learning his trade and whatever, and he's got to recognise what his weaknesses are and then work on them. And that's what supporters, that's the comment he's making.
Okay, thanks, Owen.